Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode I will be doing an unboxing and a review of the Wenger Swiss Army knife. The model is the EvoGrip 18. I bought this particular model because it has both the saw and the scissors, which are two things that I'd like to have in one item. I also like having the can opener. I feel that this set of tools that's on here is great for a bug out bag, for a 3-day bag, for just, you know, lightweight survival. I really question whether or not you need a multi-tool with a set of pliers as opposed to this set of tools. I think would benefit better in a bug out bag. That's just my opinion. It can change as I learn, or you may agree or disagree. I don't know. So, has a lifetime warranty, made in Switzerland. Wenger is owned by Victorinox, which is the other Swiss Army knife maker, and they bought Wenger in 2008. All this information I'm getting and giving to you is from Wikipedia on the Swiss Army knife. Now this particular tool has includes all these different tools. You get a 2.5-inch blade at 2.75 inch double cut wood saw. Sorry, I can't speak today. 2.4 springless scissors with serrated self-sharpening design. Patented locking screwdriver, cap lifter, wire stripper, can opener, nail file, nail cleaner. Do I need nail cleaners? Phillips head screwdriver, reamer / awl, toothpick, tweezers, and key ring. Pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and open this package up and we'll take a look. I did a little searching on the internet to try to get the price, and it varies anywhere between $35 and $40. I got this one at Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm going to go ahead and set the knife aside and see if there's anything else, and there is not. Got that electronic set the door off thing in here. But important thing is lifetime warranty and made in Switzerland, not China. Nice to see that there's something still being made somewhere else. Well, the first thing you notice outside the box is these grips. By the way, the weight is 3.1 ounces. Sorry about that. These grips, they're not like super grippy, but they're sort of like a cross between plastic and rubber. Really good feeling, and the grip feels pretty good. It's pretty nice. Now, one thing I don't like that I'm noticing is that the scales are a little bit higher than these springs here, these leaf springs right here. See that? That kind of feels weird. But I guess they wanted to make this handle bigger for grip. Now, when you're looking at this, if you notice, there's separators between the tools. That's an aluminum alloy. And of course these scales are a type of plastic. And not all the tools are made out of the same steel. Let's take a look at the main blade first. So there's our main blade. We'll go ahead and let me see if I can get this without all the glare. There we go. So let's talk about the steel of the blade. This is a X55CR MO14. Probably something, I've never heard of that type of steel before, but it's a stainless steel. It's made to be very tough. But when you have a very tough steel, it tends to be a little softer. This is on the softest end of blade steel you want to get. It's between 55 and 56 HRC. Another thing usually unique with most Swiss Army knives is that you have a chisel ground. You see how you have a grind on this side that forms the edge and nothing on this side? That's a chisel grind. You also get that little notch there, so when you sharpen it, this piece doesn't end up hitting your stone, because the edge of your stone will sort of, as you go down, you want to be right in there. As a matter of fact, I could demonstrate this for you. I have a stone right here, so let me see if I can zoom in. and let you take a look at this. So the key thing is here, if you didn't have that notch, you would end up with a piece of this edge. You know, if this was an edge all the way down to this right here, this bolster, or whatever you want to call it, you end up scratching the bolster against the edge of your stone, and you'd ruin your stone or your knight. So that's why you have that there. Just in case you didn't know. But you can sharpen it normally, like any other knife. So let's see if it's sharp out of the box. I didn't grab a piece of paper here. So have our piece of paper. We'll go ahead and do a cut test here. And it's marginally sharp. It's not as sharp as most Swiss Army knives out of the box. It seems to be, it could use a little bit of work. Yeah, it does. It's pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. And you can see it's a relatively thin blade. This is a light duty blade. Don't be foraging and really twisting this thing in the ground or beating this up. This is a light duty blade. So just keep in mind what it is. Remember, it's 55 to 56 HRC. So it's not going to hold an edge terribly well, but it'll be very easy to sharpen. I'm going to keep these things out as I pull them out so I can keep track. Here is your nail file. It's very hard to do this in front of the camera. Those of you who do reviews know. You got a screwdriver and bottle opener there. There is the can opener. Now this can opener, because the blade is going in this direction, you're going to use it, you're going to back up as you go along the can. There's some can openers where the edge is this way. Instead, that when you move forward as you open your can. Let's see, scissors. Actually, I'm going to have to put all these inside now. I'll go ahead and get these scissors out. And nice, let's see how well they cut. Okay, slowly getting the hang of it. Again, hard to do in front of the camera, but it does a pretty good job. Alright, did I miss anything? I think there's something else on this side. Nope, those are the scissors. So I think that was everything. Yep. Oh, the most important thing of all, I forgot. Sorry about that, folks. I'm going to have to put all these in now. And we got to get that saw out. And it's kind of tricky to get out here. I don't even see where you get the thing out. I'm sorry. Where is the saw? Okay, this is it right here. So it's kind of tricky, but there's a notch right there. You sort of grab with your finger, and there's your saw. Now these other, not the blade steel is different than the steel on all these other implements. Just as an example, the saw is, let me see, the steel used in the wood saw, scissors, and nail file has a hardness of HRC 53. The screwdrivers, tin openers, and awls have a hardness of 52. And the corkscrews, this doesn't have a corkscrew, would be a hardness of HRC 49. So you can see there's all different types of hardness of steels depending on what we're talking about. Now there is one other tool that's hiding here on the bottom. There's your Phillips screwdriver. Now believe it or not, there's two more tools in here. Oh, wait a minute. There's three more implements in here. I didn't see this one, sorry folks. That's the awl. And it's not the kind that has the hole where you could use for stitching, unfortunately, but if you're handy, you could probably drill a hole in there. And then, where are those tweezers? There's your tweezers and your toothpick. Here's the toothpick. And the tweezers are on this side, which these work pretty good. It's very good to have tweezers in your emergency kit. Pull out splinters and things like that. So, really like this. Let me get the main blade out. I want to see. There's bound to be just a little play in these things. Actually, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, it does not lock in place. Everything is sort of leaf spring, you know, just sort of clicks in place. So, again, this is for light duty, so that's fine. I love Swiss Army knives. I absolutely love Swiss Army knives. I have quite a collection. This is probably my favorite just because of the tool set that's on here. Some people believe that the Victorinox brand is a little bit better made over the Wenger, but you know what? They're both Wenger's owned by Victorinox, so even though they kept productions of the knives from each company kind of separate, but you would figure that the quality would equal out since one owns the other. You see it says Wenger right there. And also there's a slight difference in the little Swiss flag there. So overall, very nice. I'm very happy with this. If you could get it for $35, it's an outstanding deal. Again, I'm not crazy about this, the scales being slightly bigger than the rest here, but that's fine. It doesn't appear to get in the way. I hate this keyring thing, which they count as something. And I usually, if I use these things, I usually take this keyring off because it gets in the way when you're using it, because you know the implement will come out. It's either going to be here in the way here or whatever. I don't like it, so I usually take it off. But folks who like to, you know, braid 550 cord into whatever, you can do that and put it on there. Alright, so that's my review. I hope I didn't leave too much out. Although my blade centering, it's kind of hard to tell in there. Everything went in and out nice and smooth. So let's do a final test of this knife and see how well it can open a box. And oh, oh well, let me not hold that while I'm pulling this open. See, I'm going to need this anyway, because I want to show you what's in this box. Something that I had ordered on Sunday, and I got it already, and it is Thursday when I'm taping this here. So, got here pretty quick. And I'll be doing some videos on this pretty soon. And I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all this out, and I'll quickly show you what it is. But I don't want to make this video all about this. But a lot of folks know that I do a lot of gun videos or rifle and stuff. And it's been a while since I've done any, so again, I'm very excited. This is going to take up a couple of videos doing this. I have a Sega 7.62 by 39, and it's the, you know, the regular sporterized version. That's how they get them imported into this country, by sporterizing them. And the trigger group gets moved back, and there's no grip. So I wanted to configure it back to its normal AK-47 style configuration. When you do this, you have to abide by the 922 rules, which I'll talk about in another video when I start actually doing this. But I got a Tapco foregrip to replace the stock grip. I got a folding stock that's going to go on it, and then I have the pistol grip and all the parts to move the trigger group back forward where it's supposed to be. So I'm really looking forward to that video. So anyway, getting back to the knife and what this review is, I highly recommend. I love this one. If you sort of think like me as far as the tools that are on here, this is the perfect balance of functionality of tools for, you know, a 3-day bug out bag, a very short term type of survival type of thing, or just maybe a good everyday carry, especially for people that might get excited over carrying, you know, one of these big knives, these scary knives. So you could be in a sensitive area where they get kind of fidgety about those things. Swiss Army knives, they sort of look a little tamer, won't get your left wing uber liberal scaredy cats excited. You know, this is kind of tame. It's easy. So thank you for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate friends, viewers, and subscribers coming back. I hope I provided you with the information that you enjoy, and hopefully you can make a better informed purchase. Have a great evening.